They rerouted the neighborhood drainage ditch straight through my backyard, so I made sure the city rerouted their authority. It started after a heavy spring storm. I walked out behind my house and found a channel of muddy water cutting across my lawn like a wound. The grass was gone, washed out overnight, and the wooden fence posts leaned like loose teeth. Down the slope, a new concrete culvert gleamed wet under the morning light, directing runoff straight from the street into my property. I called the HOA president. He said, "We had to fix flooding issues for the cul-de-sac. Your yard was the lowest point, so the board voted to redirect the ditch." He sounded proud, like he'd done me a favor. I asked if they'd gotten a permit from the city. He laughed. "We don't need one for a little drainage improvement. It's common property now." That phrase, common property, stuck in my head. I checked my deed that night. The property line was still exactly where it had always been. They had poured concrete on my land. When I confronted them at the HOA meeting, they smirked behind their folding tables. One woman said, "If you interfere, we'll fine you for obstructing community infrastructure." Another added, "You'll thank us when your neighbors stop flooding." The room chuckled. I walked out before I said something I'd regret. The next morning, I gathered every document I could find: surveys, plats, water maps. Then I visited the city's building department. The clerk raised her eyebrows when she saw the photos. "They poured a culvert? Without environmental review?" she said. She gave me the number for the stormwater compliance officer and told me to expect a call. Within a week, the city inspector showed up with 2 assistants and clipboards. They measured the slope, took soil samples, and shook their heads. "They didn't just break code," one said. "They violated state water regulations." 2 days later, a notice appeared on the HOA bulletin board. All drainage work was suspended pending investigation. Then came the letters, one to every homeowner, announcing a mandatory special assessment to pay fines and restoration costs. The same neighbors who had laughed now cursed the board for costing them thousands. When the backhoes arrived to tear out the illegal culvert, I stood on my porch sipping coffee. The HOA president avoided eye contact as the workers jackhammered the concrete and hauled it away. Mud splattered his shoes when a hose burst, and he swore under his breath. By evening, my yard was flat again, scarred but mine. The city required the HOA to install a proper drainage system on their own greenbelt, far from my fence. The fines nearly drained the association's budget, and half the board resigned before summer. As the last truck left and the sun sank over the wet ground, I felt the quiet settle back over my property. I consider revenge taken.